that you can get working. I know you'll want some extra time today, and we have a little bit to cover before we get started. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry I didn't get to say hi to everybody who's there, but good morning. All right, I'm waiting for my friend Miss Elena to be ready to go. There you go. Well, you can just come put it on the shelf for me for right now. Oh, I'm at the end of the lesson. Look at that. Boy, that was quick. All right. Here. Thank you. Oh, great. Okay. So, thank you for being patient with me. Mrs. Harrison seems to be on, brain seems to be on overload today. All right. So today we are overcoming learning challenges near and far, lesson 7. Yesterday we worked on our introductory paragraph. Today we are going to work on finish that up if we weren't finished with that, and start working on our proof paragraph 1. So our learning target, I can write proof paragraph 1 of my run. It says reading contract. Oh, I changed all the other ones. I missed that one. So what does the word proof usually mean to you? What does proof mean, Abby?
So like when people say like it's not true, you show them like a video or something.
Okay, and what's another word for that proof that you're showing? Sometimes it's a bigger word, starts an E. Any idea? When you want to prove somebody to something, especially we use it when we're looking for details in our reading. What's that, Serne? Oh, well, that's explicitly. That's not the one I was looking for, but you show that you give them examples when you're trying to prove something. You give them examples. It's another E word. I heard explicit. That's good. I think that was probably one of my friends at home. That's not the one I was looking for, but we do look for it in our reading, and we look explicitly for it. August? Evidence, right? Evidence. How many of you were thinking that? They had their hands up. Good job. So when we write a proof paragraph, it's kind of like you're giving evidence of inside your essay, so that the reader understands what you're talking about. You're giving them evidence. You're giving them proof. And this is reading contract. You may have chosen, I know I have swimming contract, and I have other various things, chore contracts. So you guys are doing a great job. Mrs. Aubin said she walked around, and my friends at home that shared them already. You didn't have to yet, but those of you who shared them, I love how you guys have started out so far. So here is our painted essay. And you'll notice that it has all those sections. And in those sections, the paragraph 1 we worked on yesterday. That was that yellow section where it says introduction to catch the reader's attention, focus statement that tells us kind of what challenge we're talking about. And we used a little bit of our note catcher yesterday, a little bit of it. Today we're going to do proof paragraph 2. What color was proof paragraph? Oh, Mrs. Aubin. I just realized I forgot to print something off. If I print it off, will you go grab it for me? With my this morning was crazy. Bummer. Okay, so I'm gonna, guys, can I put you on pause for just 2 seconds? Oh my goodness. See, I knew that I was gonna forget something this morning, and my copier at home my printer at home wouldn't work. And I knew this was going to happen. Careful. Oh, you guys forgive me for not being perfect, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys are adorable, and I absolutely appreciate your kindness. See, there's my printer that wouldn't work at home. I just need page 2. All right. So, and then Mrs. Aubin, when you get back, will you cut it into strips for me?
What did you want me to do?
After you go get it, will you cut it into strips for me? You'll know it is. I'll be back. Thank you. All right. So back to my life of a teacher that I try so hard. Just so you guys know, I work hard on this at night. To make sure that I have all the pieces, and then I forget sometimes. So back to here. So today we had proof paragraph, today we're working on proof paragraph 2. So that's the second paragraph in our whole essay. And that one was what color? Does anybody remember what color from the example, the cooking challenge, or maybe you can remember what comes next when we did a paragraph? Haley, what color? I'll give you a hint. It's the same color as up there. It is yellow. Very good. It is yellow. So while we're waiting for Mrs. Aubin to run my errand for me so kindly, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and we're going to go ahead. This was not supposed to happen right now, but we're going to take advantage of our time. Go ahead and take out page 72 because we used our yellow crayon or yellow. Oh. 72. On page 72. We colored one thing yellow and one thing blue yesterday. And today, what I need you to do is take out that yellow, because today we are also going to use this idea as our strategy 1. This is strategy 1, and I'd like you to put a 1 in yellow. And then I would like you to make that also yellow. This is good use of our time. Since I was going to come later, but might as well use it now. Go ahead and make that yellow and then put a 2 inside that box, because that's going to be your strategy 1 and your strategy 2. So this section here today, this whole top half, is what you're going to use for your paragraph today. All right. So, Miss Abby, are you all yellow? You're working on it? Okay. You can also use something similar to a yellow if you need to. All right. Yeah. As long as you know what it is, it's fine. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you've got that all nice and yellow for me. All right, friends at home, got that out, and make sure you were marking it with 1 and 2. All right. This is your first strategy. This is going to be your second strategy, and that'll make sense in a minute when I show you what the structure is for this paragraph. When I give you the sentence stems, you're going to have, it's going to say strategy 1 and it's going to say strategy 2. Now, you may not be able to list it exactly like it is. You did 2. Oh, I just meant page 2. I'll fix it. I'll figure it out. I got it. Oh, we got. Oh, I made 2 instead of page. No, it's good. You're right. I didn't.
I wasn't sure.
I probably hit 2 twice, like page 2 and 2 of them. But we used our time so wisely while you were gone, Mrs. Aubin. We got our page 72 color coded. So could you walk around and make sure that everybody's got those color coded for me if you have a moment? I'm overworking you today, Mrs. Aubin. All right.
Oh, you mean on the side of.
All right. Okay. Wow.
You want them to do the blue?
Nope, they're just doing blue, just doing yellow today. Just doing the yellow because I want them to focus just on strategy 1. And Mrs. Aubin, they're going to write a 1 and a 2 there as well in yellow. 1 and 2.
So just the yellow.
Just the yellow. We're not worrying about blue yet because blue is tomorrow. Okay.
Guys, don't scribble through it yesterday. Some people.
Oh, no. Did you see Mrs. Harrison went around? Why would she do that? So you can read your notes, right? Yeah, you want to be able to read all those notes that you did. All right. I think I have a clue now. All right. All right. Thank you, my friends. Okay, so we're going to take a moment to go back over here. So so we're going to work with our yellow today. So proof paragraph 1. Here is remember our structure? We have a structure. Our structure is proof paragraph 1 gives reasons and evidence to support our first point. So we're going to have two little sections holding it up. That's why you had two sections on here. You have this nice little structure here, okay? So I'm gonna move that over for a minute. I've got my proof paragraph too, and I've got some sentences. I'm going to see if we can put them in an order that you think makes sense. Okay, now I have several sentences here. Yours might not be quite, your proof paragraph too might not be quite as, oh boy, can't fit them all in my, let's see here. I'm gonna have to make it tinier maybe. Make it all fit. Okay, so right now these are out of order. Oh boy. Can I get them all in? Barely. There we go. All right.
And I think if you do that, make your screen bigger with the little arrow.
Yeah, that might help a little bit. No. Unfortunately, I cut off that last one because of the, let me get rid of my screen sharing thing here for the moment. See if that helps a little bit. All right. Never a dull moment, my friends. Here we go. All right. So I want you to be able to see all of them so you can figure out which order. So let's read them together. Let's read them. And then we're going to decide which one makes the most sense to go first in a paragraph, okay? These strategies will help make dinner more exciting. I will see if my family and friends will share their favorite recipes with me. My family often gets bored with the same old meals. To help me with this problem, I will find new recipes to prepare. The most significant challenge I have when cooking is that sometimes I don't know what to cook. Also, I will look online in books and magazines for unique and interesting recipes. See how they're mixed up? Does that make sense if I read it, if that was how my paragraph already was? No. Does anybody have an idea of what they think might be? So think about what we know about paragraphs. That first sentence needs to do what? That first sentence always needs to tell the reader what the rest of the paragraph is going to be about, right? So which one of those makes the most sense to be the first one, do you think? What do you think, Miss Evie? Very good. Because that's telling us what the whole rest of the paragraph's going to be about, right? The most significant challenge I have when cooking is that sometimes I don't know what to cook. Is that my first problem? Was that the problem that I had over here? Yep, I need more ideas, right? I don't know what to cook. All right, so then what makes sense to come next? What makes sense to come next? Any ideas? Haley, what do you think? Ah, all right. So my most significant challenge I have when cooking is that sometimes I don't know what to cook. My family often gets bored with the same old meals. Does that second sentence support the first sentence? Yes, they go together. It explains, so this one says it's a problem. This one tells me why it's a problem, right? Why is it a problem? Well, my family gets bored and then I roll their eyes when I tell them what I'm going to cook. Or they all go, something like that. I don't have to do all those details, but I do. This one tells why this is actually a problem. Because my family gets bored. Do I want my family to be bored? No, of course not, right? Okay, what do you think comes next? What do you think comes next? Marin. Okay, let's give that a shot. So this one, you think? All right. I will see if my family and friends will share. So that sounds like that came from here, doesn't it? That came from that spot right there. Okay. What else do we think? Anybody at home have an idea of what they think? Any opinions? Ms. Astria, what do you think?
To help me with this problem, I will find new recipes to prepare.
Okay, so you think that one's there? Next. Okay. All right. I know that bottom was hard to see. Sorry, let me move it up a little bit more. All right. So far, so good. What do we think? I got some people who are not sure. All right. What are you thinking, Ryder?
Also, I will look online and cookbooks and magazines for you.
So that one there. Okay. Does that coordinate with my part right here?
Yeah.
So one came first, then came two. Okay. And then do we like this last one where it is?
Yeah.
What does that last sentence do in that paragraph? What does that last paragraph do, Cole? Is it a conclusion sentence for that paragraph? Yeah, these strategies will help make dinner more exciting. So what do you guys think? Thumbs up if you think we cut the order right now. Thumb to the side if you're not sure. Thumbs down if you have a different idea. Some of my friends at home don't have thumbs. I need some thumbs. All right, my friend, thank you. What do you think? Okay. So, Renee, you're not so sure. What are you a little worried about? I'll give you a hint. It's okay to be a little worried because we're just a tiny bit out of order. So if you had an idea, what would you maybe change? Not sure? Just know that you didn't like the sound of it? Yeah? All right. Haley, what are you thinking?
We should switch this one with this one.
Okay.
This one to go over there.
So does anybody agree with Haley that we should switch these two and flip them? No. So, okay. So Haley, you're in the right area of what needs to be fixed, but not those two switched. Gonna be another spot. Anybody know? Miss Abby, do you have an idea? Okay. This one and this one. Well, we're going to keep this one with this one because this one explains why this is a problem. Why is it a problem that I don't know what to cook? Because my family gets bored. So these two kind of go together. But you're in, again, you guys are in, you're right. There's something in the middle. Sonny, what do you think?
That you should switch. I will see if my family and friends will share their favorite recipes. I think you should put it with help you with this problem. I will find new
Recipes to prepare. Ah, does that look better? Yes. Okay, now let's read it as a whole. Let's see. The most significant challenge I have on cooking is that sometimes I don't know what to cook. My family often gets bored with the same old meals. So that tells why this is. To help me with this problem, I will find new recipes to prepare. Isn't that this? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to need more ideas. So I'm going to find more recipes. To help me this way, I will find new recipes. I will see if my family and friends will share their favorite recipes with me. Also, I will look online. There's strategy number 2. And I will look online in cookbooks and magazines for unique and interesting recipes. These strategies will help make dinner more exciting. So I have that conclusion sentence to wrap it up. All right. So did I get all of my ideas from my plan? Yes. But is it only 3 sentences?
No.
No, because I need a sentence to begin with, which sort of explains what my first problem is. Then I had another sentence that explained why it was a problem. So those two go together. You could even write a sentence that has both of those inside it. You could write one sentence there instead of 2. Then I said what I need to do. I need to get more, I need to find more ideas. And then I used my one sentence for each of those strategies. And then I used a conclusion sentence. Do most paragraphs wrap up with a conclusion sentence? Yes, they do, don't they? All right, so now that we dissected my paragraph, now let's look at, and so here's Mrs. Harrison's, there's our paragraph. And it's all yellow. We colored it all yellow when we colored our big, gigantic paragraph because these sentences all have what thing in common? What do all these sentences have in common, Paxton? They're all my first problem, right? They're my first challenge. But I'm just giving the reader a little bit more of an explanation of why it's a problem and how I'm going to fix it. Because remember, this contract is really for who? For you, right? It's really for you to think about how you're going to attack this challenge in your life. And you came up with some strategies. You had some friends that helped you in your breakout group or with your partner that you had in the room. You talked over some ideas and they helped you brainstorm. So our proof paragraph has to have some things in it. First, it needs to describe the challenge. You have to explain what your problem is, right? What that first problem is. Then you need to describe strategy number 1, Miss Evie. Then you need to describe your second strategy. Are all of those already figured out for you on here? Yes. But are they in sentence form here? No. So you're going to have to form sentences with those ideas. And then the last thing you're going to need to make sure that you have is explain how the strategies will help you overcome your challenge. So that was my last idea. That these strategies will help make dinner more, oh, you guys can't see that, will help make dinner more exciting. How are those strategies going to help? Now my family won't be so bored anymore, right? How is it going to solve my problem? So it looks like you should have about how many sentences in paragraph 2, according to this? I had more, but it looks about, it should have about how many? At least 4. Does this say anything at the end about a conclusion sentence? No, but could you include a conclusion sentence in your paragraph? Yes, so that would make it about 5 sentences, right? Okay, but I'm going to give you some sentence stems, but as you know, Mrs. Harrison doesn't require you to stick to those exactly, but they are very helpful. All right, so I need you to take out your checklist. We're going to write a couple things in your checklist. We're going to go faster today, so I need you to really focus. So page 76 and 77, we have some new, so my friends at home, make sure you have page 76 and 77 out with a pencil. We are going to look at some parts today. All right, we're going to start a couple new things today. What were all the things we wrote down before? Why did we, where did I write my stars? That was weird. I did it in the wrong book, I think. Yep, I sure did. All right, so all of our things that we did before when we put stars in, we put stars because those are the ones we were going to focus on yesterday. We're going to put some more stars on the ones we're going to focus on today. So this is page 76. I want you to focus at, look, it says W3.2a. That's the bottom one on your page. You're going to put a little star, okay? Bottom one on page 76. We're going to give that a little circle. And then on page 77, it's the second one. It says, I use facts, definitions, and details. You're going to give that one a star. Okay, so we've gotten 2 stars for today. And then we're going to have, oh, I got to get rid of my little friends in the way. And the second to last one we already did. So you don't have to write anything in that one because we already did that one. But we're also going to focus on that today because we need to make sure we stick to our task and purpose. Do you think we're going to use that every day? No. Yes. We have to, our essay has to stick to our task and stick to our purpose every single day. So that's going to be a goal for all of our days. So even though we already have a star on it, we've already filled it out, we're gonna make sure we look at it for today. All right, so we are on that bottom one on page 76. This is what you are going to write in that block that's empty at the moment. I'm gonna see if I wish I could make it higher. Each proof paragraph has information about, okay, I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna just fix things. See if I can also get it so you guys can see it better. Oh, I didn't exit. There we go. Let's see if I can get it higher on my screen so you guys can. No, it's just smaller. Can't move it. I don't think. This oven, this is one of those. I'm just trying to figure out how I can make it. So if I present it, it makes it bigger, but it's so far to the bottom. It's hard to read for my friends. My friends at home probably can read it, but my friends in the back might be having a hard time. Each proof paragraph has information. Some of your eyes are young and good. That's good. About information, has information about a challenge and strategies to overcome it. Yeah, sure. That would be good. So I know that, sorry, it's so far to the bottom.
So guys.
So just write, see what she's writing. Challenge.
You have to have today the
challenge and the strategies. In your paragraph. Both the challenge and both of your strategies, two of them.
Mean more to them.
Yes.
Like I can hold on to that, right? Challenge and strategies. And you're on W3.2.
Yep, that's the bottom of page 76. The bottom of page 76.
Right here.
Last one on page 76. If you just want to write, my friends at home, if you're already into that sentence, fine. But each of our proof paragraphs, today is proof paragraph 1. Tomorrow we're going to do proof paragraph 2. So just challenging your 2 strategies. You need both of your strategies. Okay? That's perfect. Yep. Bottom of page 76 in that box at the bottom.
I keep getting it
It's okay, I know.
You wrote the whole thing on
Yeah, if you could see it, great. But if you can't see it, no worries.
challenge and strategy.
My friend Lennox might need some help. It just came in, Mrs. Okay. Thank you. All right. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go on. My friends at home as well. Yes, Miss Ellie, I know you can't write this down, so I hope you're not too worried about that.
On your paragraph. So guys, you're not writing it on this.
You're not
list. You're just
writing the word challenge and strategies. Yep, you already have your plan. This is your learning target. These are the things you want to be done with by the end of today. Your first challenge written and your 2 strategies. Yes, Miss Ellie, go ahead and ask, sweetie.
I'm done with paragraph 1.
Oh, so we're on, no, this is proof paragraph 1. So this is actually our second paragraph. You should be done with paragraph 1, but we're writing paragraph 2, but it's called a proof paragraph because this is the one you're giving evidence for. Okay? So this is our second paragraph. This is the yellow one. You know how when we colored, the yellow paragraph was paragraph number 2. Yeah. All right. Mrs. Aubin, I'm going to move on to our next one. So right up in the top where the star we did for the second one on page 77. So everybody find page 77. Then do you see the second one? It says, I will explain my strategies to overcome my challenge. That's your job today. So see what I have on the board? Write it inside the box, Mr. Fenn. Write it. Right, that's what it's on the top. Nope, right here, buddy. This needs to be written right now in the box. Now, right here. Write it right there. This needs to be written on page 77 in the second box. I will explain. So you might have an idea in your head of what your strategy is, but is your reader gonna know exactly what's in your head? Probably not unless you do what? Explain it. You gotta tell them. So you might know, like, so remember I had a challenge about getting along with my brother. If I, that's a pretty big, that's a pretty broad challenge, isn't it? So I could tell more about my strategies about, remember I said I have a problem in the car and I have a problem getting along with him maybe in my bedroom. Those are maybe my two, my yellow and my blue. And then my strategies in the car were, maybe ignore him. Well, how am I going to ignore him? So I need to explain how I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to bring a book so that I have something else to do, so I ignore him. Or I'm going to set something up to block between me and my brother or something. Or I'm going to play a video game so that we're not paying attention, we can't pay attention to each other. I can come up with a lot of strategies, but I have to explain them. If I just say I'm going to ignore my brother, that doesn't, you might have a variety of different ways that you think you might ignore. You have to explain them. Explain your strategies, how you're going. If you have to, one of your strategies is to ask your mom to help you with something, you got to tell us a little bit more about what is exactly is she going to help you with. Or if you asked a friend to show you how to do some biking skills, what biking skills exactly is that friend going to help with? Or if you are going to take some swimming lessons, where and when are you going to take those swimming lessons? Give details, add some details. All right, does everybody give me a thumbs up if you've got that one sentence written? I will explain my strategies. You've got to explain. Mr. Lucas, did you get that sentence written up there? All right, so I'm looking for a thumb. What I'm looking for. Looking for that thumb. All right, so today, those are your two jobs. Now, we already did this. This one down here, we already filled it in. And it's basically, we need to stick to what we're talking about. We need to stick to our task and purpose. All right? So there is a page. You're not going to fill it out, but I want you to see it because it's on, because it's a night. I didn't want you to write something and then retype it. That seems like that it's going to take too long time. But on page 78, you have these sentence stems. I'm going to show you some other sentence stems, but on page 78, everybody just real quickly look at page 78. It looks like this. Writer, I'm looking for page 78. I'm looking for page 78, Mr. Henrik. Everybody, 78. Yep. So I'm going to have some sentence stems, but here are some more. And the first one, did you notice that there are 4 sentence stems? And there are 4 basic sentences to have, not including the conclusion, right? So do you think the first sentence goes with the first sentence stem, or the first idea goes with the first sentence stem? Yes. So this is here for my friends at home to look at if they would like to have it next to them, or if you would like to have it next to you when you have your computer open and you're actually typing the second paragraph. Some of you have to finish that first paragraph, so you might be like, finish typing and then go, okay, I forgot what you wanted me to do. So there's page 78. You do not have to handwrite the sentences in here. These are just the sentence stems. I have slightly different ones up here. All right, now, wow, this is super long, but you know what it is? It's just the first sentence stems for those who didn't finish yesterday's up at the top, and the second paragraph down on the bottom. So let's just focus on the part on the second half. The most significant challenge I have when cooking, perhaps, is not having enough ideas. That would be Mrs. Harrison's sentence. Who thinks that they could take their idea and make a first sentence with that sentence stem? Paxton, would you be willing to say out loud what you think your first sentence for that paragraph might be using that sentence stem? Oh, no, the second one. Sorry, sweetie. This one right here. The most significant challenge I have when learning multiplication is, and then what was your first problem with multiplication? It's that yellow one. That it only happens once a day. Oh, I love that. My friends at home, Paxton, he said the most significant challenge I have in learning multiplication is it only happens once a day. So that's his yellow section there. Something I will do to work on this challenge is, and then Mrs. Harrison put first strategy. Where did you put a 1 on your note catcher? Did you put it right here?
Yes.
So there's your first strategy right there. I will also, and then there's your second strategy. The one you put a 2 on. These strategies will help me by blank. All right. That is a basic sentence stem, paragraph. Did I include very many details? No. Did my paragraph with Mrs. Aubin have more details in it? Yes. So what I'm going to suggest is while you're typing today, this is your basic paragraph. Some of you who are really great writers, which are a lot of you, if you have time, could you go back and add more details about your strategies? Yes. Could you explain a little bit more? Yes. Could you add a conclusion paragraph? Yes. So there's more you can do with this. This is your basic paragraph. This is the paragraph I want at least all of you to have. But I would love it if some of you could add some more details to that. Because did I really explain this first strategy very well? No, I just listed it, didn't I? Did I explain the second strategy very well? No. But did I do that in Mrs. Harrison's paragraph? Yes, I explained it a little bit more. So you can add some more, but do you have to? No. But I would like you to challenge yourself to, once you're finished with paragraph 2 today, if you have extra time, go back and add some details, okay? All right. So Mrs. Harrison left up that first paragraph because some of us aren't quite finished with it yet, right? If you are finished with paragraph 1, great. Then continue on with paragraph 2. Just start with that. You should have your EL book open to page 72 so that you have your ideas right there. You're going to go ahead and open your Google Doc for today. You're going to go ahead and make sure that you go to your Google Docs, so you go ahead and open your computer. This is the time you can open my friends who are at home, hopefully the direction said to open your tab with your writing in it, your paragraph in it. You are going to continue with yesterday's work. All right, you're going to continue with yesterday's work. So I would put your computer on your desk. It shouldn't be on your lap. You can push it to the side, your EL book to the side, not your computer. You want to have your computer as about center as you possibly can so that you can sit properly to do your proper typing, right? Your proper keyboarding. I know that book sometimes does not agree with you. You should have page 72. I like how Henrik has it open to page 72. You could also have it open to page 78 if you need the sentence stems. You can flip back and forth with those ideas, keeping in mind those goals that we had today, the challenge and the strategies. That's what you're including today. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in present mode so we have it nice and big. So my friends at home, we've got about 20 minutes to work. My friends at home, does anybody have any questions about what they need to get done today? You're working on the finishing paragraph 1 and working on paragraph 2. Can you give me a thumbs up if you are feeling confident about what you're going to be doing today? All right, I guess you went from Clara. All right. All right.
Logan, I can't tell.
I think Logan's sort of giving me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody have any questions? So Robert, okay. Robert, what are you unsure about? Can you, okay, you guys can go ahead and work if you guys are feeling good. You're doing, yep, the doc you already opened yesterday. You're just continuing. Say again, Robert.
I don't know what I'm exactly unsure about.
Okay, so do you, oh, let me go back. Okay, so here's my sentence stems, right? Are you looking at my sentence stems? Give me a thumbs up. Did you work on paragraph 1 yesterday? Do you have the first paragraph done for your writing, okay, so you have all these sentences here? Okay, so you're writing the second paragraph, which should look like this. The most significant challenge I have when, and then whatever your challenge is. So when I would say cooking, what's your challenge, Mr. Robert?
Cursive.
Cursive. Okay, so my most significant challenge I have when doing cursive or when writing cursive is, and then remember this page, buddy? Do you remember this page here? What was the first problem with cursive? What do you have on page 72 right here? Remember how we made this yellow yesterday? Yeah. So whatever your first challenge is, you're gonna say my most significant challenge I have when writing cursive is, and then the idea from up here. And then you're gonna say something I will do to work on this challenge is, and then your next sentence is gonna come from here on your page 72. Don't copy mine because then you're cooking instead of cursiving. I will also, and then here's your second strategy. And then these strategies will help me by, and then how are these gonna help you with cursive? That's what you're gonna write on that last sentence. All right, so you're gonna have it 4 sentences at least, and you can just fill in those blanks if you want with these ideas. Or
for you, spell your best, and then we'll fix it when we revise and edit.
Yep, we're gonna use our tools later.
So don't say Mrs. Hutton,
Yep, just go ahead and do your best spelling. So Robert, does that help a little bit? Yep, okay. If you are feeling confident and you would like to go and write without me, you can go ahead and leave the whatever this is. Just think about learning targets. I can write it.
Bye.
All right. And Ellie, did you have another question?
Yeah. Is the like sentence starters gonna be on the assignment?
Yes. If you look on, if you go into the assignment, this entire thing is in there. If you look, and so yeah, if you go into Google Classroom, today's assignment under Tuesday has this entire Google Slides and has the sentence stems. Yep, they certainly do. Yep, sorry. Remove my friends. So Miss Ellie, go ahead and go into there and go ahead and look first before you leave, okay? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else need any help from me? Oh, Lord, sorry. I'm gonna freeze that. And then, all right. Miss Isabella, you feeling good? Do you want to go write and finish your second paragraph?
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you later then. Miss Haley, are you feeling good about your second paragraph? About how to write it? Okay, guys, page 78 has those sentence, guys, remember page 78 also has sentence stem ideas. You can look at page 78 as well. All right, Gavin, are you feeling good? about writing your second paragraph? Okay, okay, go ahead and let me go, and then I'll see you at 12:45, and I'll see your paragraph. Charlie, how's it going? Charlie, are you good about what to do? Have any questions? You can unmute if you have some questions, babe. Or if mom or dad have any questions?
Yeah, I just got sitting in here with Charlie, and I'm not sure where he's at exactly, but Beth went to go run an errand, so I guess we'll figure it out. Charlie's not really paying attention, unfortunately.
Okay.
But,
so yesterday we started an essay, and this top portion here that you're looking at, if you're looking at the screen, has some I just messed with them. It has some sentence stems. So, oh my goodness. So
Sorry.
I have to stop touching it. So he did some work in his workbook on page 72 that was our note catcher that has his ideas in it. And
I got that.
the first paragraph was yesterday's paragraph, which was our introduction. Today, we're doing the bottom half where it says the most significant challenge I have is when, and then so we're just using the top half of the note catcher for this second paragraph right here. So all of his ideas that are there, he can just fit into those sentence stems.
Okay, and does he write it some particular place?
So it should be in a Google Doc. So
Okay.
opened a Google Doc yesterday inside. So he would have opened another tab, and then if you go to the Waffle and Docs, it should have saved it there for him.
Okay, perfect. All right, sounds good.
All right, you bet. Miss Ellie, find what you needed?
No, I'm trying to look for this. That's on the screen.
Okay, so all right, so Miss Ellie, I'm gonna, so let's go, I'll show you. So if you go to, are you in Google Classroom?
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn off my mic because nobody needs to hear all of that. All right, so let's go to Google, and I'll show Charlie, this is a good place for you to see it too. So in Google Classroom, so you can see what everything I've taught today is in the slideshow. So if you go into third grade classroom under classwork, it's under November, here we go, right here, week of, oh, nope, you guys don't have that, I forgot I was jumping a week ahead already. Here's today, Tuesday, November 3rd. So if you click on that, Miss Ellie, so see here, so we got a couple things in here. So if you click on the Google Slides, it shows you exactly what I just did, okay?
Okay.
So, and if you look through you could read all those Google Slides when it opens, and all of them are on the side. So you're going to be able to, if you scroll down, Miss Ellie, do you see how I'm scrolling down?
Yeah.
If you scroll all the way down to the second to last one, it's going to show you those sentence stems right there. You see that?
Okay.
All right. And if you need other sentence stems, they were also, see it says proof paragraph. Right in here, it also has the same sentence stems, just in a different way.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and end the Zoom meeting. If you have any questions, you can always email us, and then maybe we'll see Charlie a little bit later.